Good morning. This is Mrs. Farr, and I've prepared a short presentation about completing your course registration sheet for next year. So you'll be looking at a course sheet for the 2015-16 school year. This sheet is for sophomores who will be juniors next year. So to start, please start by putting your name at the top of the sheet. Please write your name legibly so that we can read it. And underneath that, you'll notice a due date of February 2nd. So we'd like you to take your course registration sheet home, look it over, share it with a parent or guardian, and then bring it back on Monday, February 2nd. You'll turn it into your homeroom teacher. They'll collect it from you, and they're going to be making sure that we get sheets back from everybody. So to begin, the first thing that we need to talk about is required courses. So these are classes that everybody is required to take. The first one is Phy-Ed 11. You'll notice after it says, you may take this class during either your junior or your senior year. The two choices we have are individual and team sports or Fit for Life. You need to make sure that you take one of these classes either during your junior year or during your senior year. Now the next one is English, and you are required to take an English class during your junior year. Your choices are English 11, or this is new for next year, AP Language and Composition is going to take the place of Honors English 11. So in the past, if you would have chosen Honors English 11, you'll instead choose AP Language and Composition. Finally, your class is required to take a financial literacy class before you graduate. You've got four choices here. You need to take either, investing, personal finance, accounting, or business management. Business management has the UWGB designation after it because it has the potential to get you some credits through UWGB. Accounting and business management are worth 1 credit. The investing and personal finance are worth a half credit. Doesn't matter which one you choose, but just please pay attention to how many credits it's worth. So that's it for requirements. Now the rest of these classes are considered electives, but you'll notice science is one of the classes on here. Math is one of the classes on here. You are required to take 3 of each of those before you graduate from high school, as well as social studies. So you'll probably want to pick some of those credits while you're filling out this sheet. We don't consider them requirements because you do have the option to take those classes either during junior or senior year. So I'm going to come up to the top here again, and I'm going to start with agriculture. You'll notice that some are half credit classes, some are full credit classes. So again, please pay attention to that while you're choosing. Now, if you're interested in agriculture, Intro to Agri-Science is a prerequisite for all of the other ag courses. So you can't go on to take animal science or equine science, for example, until you've completed Intro to Agri-Science. If you want to try to get an Intro to Ag, some of these other ones in the same year, you can certainly do that. Leadership is an exception. Leadership does not have a prerequisite, so you can choose leadership without first taking Intro to Ag. All right. Moving on to art. Art and design is a prerequisite for all of the other art courses. You'll notice that digital imaging has the designation after it of NWTC. So that means that this course could potentially be worth some credits through NWTC. We have an agreement with NWTC. It's called a transcription agreement. So whenever you see the NWTC designation there, it means it's one of those types of courses. Under business ed, you'll notice some NWTC, some UWGB designations. We also have a new course for next year called Publications. This course, students will be putting together the yearbook. So if you have an interest in that, we're now offering it as a class, and it's worth 1 credit. We talked about English, but if you want to get in some extra English, you have some options there. Family and consumer education. One thing that I do want to point out is that if you do wish to take food service, you need to take family foods first. If you are interested in child development and tutoring, children and families is a prerequisite. You must get that one in first. Have the world language. Of course, you must take those in order if you're interested in world language. Under math, it's important that you pick the right course. so that you're taking them in the right order. Geometry comes after Algebra 1, so Algebra 1 followed by Geometry. Next is Algebra 2, and after that you can choose Pre-Calculus, or you may prefer the College Prep Math 1 and 2 courses. It's up to you. We also have statistics. So if you have some questions about choosing your math course, please talk to your math teacher, or Mr. Brown or I can help you with that decision as well. Starting next year, we have the Geometry 1AB course. So if you took Algebra 1AB and you liked that format, we now have geometry taught in that same format. Music. Under science, we have several new course offerings. The stars mean that we want you to pay attention to what the prerequisites are. It was too difficult to list all of those on this form, but we have some new AP classes. We also have an organic chemistry class. So like I said, please pay attention to the prerequisites. Under social studies, the new course for next year is AP psychology. Under tech ed, please keep in mind, most of you may already know this, you have to take the 3 level 1 courses before you can move on to any of the level 2 classes. We also have some level 3 classes, and we have some that are considered non-level classes. So if you've never taken a tech ed class, but you're interested in learning about home ownership, there is an option for you. We also have a metals class that is worth some credits through NWTC, so that's another option. Finally, we have the seminar class. That information is in the course booklet if you're interested in learning more. So make sure you're choosing a total of 8 credits. The rest of these boxes, the first one you may not have anything in. This is a box that you would fill in if there's some course that you want to take that's not listed on this form. Probably need to get an instructor signature for that. Alternate courses, we need everybody to fill that out. We need some extra options just in case we can't get you all of the classes that you chose. And finally, signatures. We need a student signature, we need a parent signature, and then again, we need that returned to your homeroom teacher by Monday, February 2nd. So please take that home, share it, and get the signatures and bring it back. If you have questions, you may want to start by asking your homeroom teacher, but of course, I can help you out with some questions, and so can Mr. Brown. Thank you.